And now it's time for Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. For the next 2 hours, join Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, Corey Sandin, and this week's special expert guest for fishing information, new techniques to catch more fish, and the most current scoop on what's happening in the water. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Royal Polaris, the world's finest long-range sports fisher. By Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup, and Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. Get ready for the fastest 2 hours on radio with the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray, Rock Cod Rick Maxa, and Corey Sandin.
Good morning, anglers, and welcome to Let's Talk Hookup. I'm Pete Gray with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. We're in the world headquarters of Let's Talk Hookup right here next to Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, which is also going to be the scene, the big scene, next 1 week from today for Tackle Day. And we have the man, Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle here to talk all about it. Happy Halloween. It's going to be a spooky show, so you stay tuned. This is Southern California's sport fishing voice. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and radio network. Your San Diego County Ford dealer knows that vehicles are not one size fits all, and they have a variety to choose from to suit your individual wants and needs. Looking for a truck to handle both work and play? The legendary F-150 has you covered with its military-grade aluminum alloy body and high-strength steel frame and smart technology, like the available Pro Trailer Backup Assist to help you back up your boat with the turn of a dial. Or do you need a vehicle that's ready for your next adventure? The Ford Ranger is standing by. So grab your gear and let's go. This adventure-ready truck has an available terrain management system that has 4 selectable drive modes depending on what terrain you're on for optimum performance. Is an SUV more your speed? No problem. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have those too. The 2020 Ford Explorer has been completely redesigned inside and out and has available third-row power-fold seats to easily accommodate more passengers or cargo and available twin-panel moonroof to let the outdoors in. Visit BuyFordNow.com to learn more or visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
If you're into saltwater fishing, listen to this. Saturday, November 7th, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Hi, this is Doug Kern. We are pulling out all the stops on this one with discounts from 20 to 60% off on hundreds of items. Over 20 manufacturers reps like Shimano and Power Pro. Plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, a giant raffle, and most of all, incredible deals on tackle. Check out all the Shimano and Power Pro product we have and talk to the Shimano and Power Pro guys about the best Shimano rod and reel for your trip. Backed by popular demand, the Shimano Tranks Casting Contest. Cast a Shimano Tranks 500 and the Terramar 90H rod and show your surface iron casting skills. The winner gets a Tranks 500 worth $500. It's our biggest sale of the year with hundreds of items discounted up to 60%. Plus, plenty of manufacturers' incentives from Shimano and Power Pro to spice up the pot. There will also be a huge raffle and lots of fun for everyone. So don't miss it. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Unbelievable pricing on tackle, clothing, and accessories. Saturday, November 7th. Check saltwatertackle.com.
Here's John Ireland for Rancho Leonero.
You know, the ranch is unique. It's one of the few places in the world where you can still drive ATVs up the beach. We have fishing from the beach. We have dive trips that we run to Pomo in a number of different spots. Kayaking, of course, has been real big. We were one of the first hotels to introduce kayaking. The ranch is small, you know, it's intimate, it's 34 rooms, so everyone gets to know everyone. The old saying, where everyone knows your name. Well, truly at Rancho Leonero, the employees do know pretty darn near all our guests' names. And what's even more interesting is most of the guests know each other's names. Very personal, very intimate, and a special, special environment. 2 miles of beachfront, a mile on either side of the hotel. Rancho Leonero is really the last of the old-style Baja fishing resorts. 1-800-646-2252. 1-800-646-BAHA. And RanchoLeonero.com. I'll personally guarantee your best fishing experience and vacation at Rancho Leonero.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. I always say this is best behavior day. I got both bosses in town. Man. Make sure I'm here on time. Better. You know, no hangover.
Yeah.
Life is good. No cutwater spirits last night.
Yeah.
Like, everything is just all good.
That's good. Speaking of Cutwater, we want to welcome them as a great sponsor to Let's Talk Hookup. Yusef and the gang over there at Cutwater. What great product.
Yeah.
I mean, man, you sample them and it's like, this is like the perfect drink for fishermen.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, it's just like you have them on the boat, you're ready to rock and roll with, what's your favorite?
Bally High Mai Tai is my favorite that they do. And then lime.
So that's the styled after the Bally High Mai Tai?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's called. It's the Cutwater Bally High Mai Tai.
Wow.
That's my favorite. And then lime.
The one and done?
Lime margarita. It's not
maybe 1.5.
No, yeah. The Cutwater Bally High Mai Tai is not a one and done. The Bally High Mai Tai. That's a I think a good buddy texted me something. We were talking about the Mai Tais there, and he said that one is too many and two's not enough.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, my favorite is that margarita.
It's so good.
It's so good. Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun having those guys on the show.
Yeah, and we'll do it again too.
They're a cool story, and I liked Yusuf.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
Yusuf's a Rancho Leonera guy. He's a local fisherman, and that's the whole spirit behind Cutwater. So we welcome them. Great sponsor to Let's Talk Hookup, and so go out and support our sponsors.
Yeah,
and drink responsibly is most important. And speaking of sponsors, we got the man here, Doug Kern.
I'm
Good morning.
so stoked about today.
Good morning. I am too. This is definitely one of my favorite shows to do because Tackle Day is like our thing. It's our biggest, literally, blowout day of the year for sales-wise. It's just a fun feel down here at the docks. It's really the top upper echelon of saltwater manufacturers set up their booths, and there's no fringe. It's just the hardcore, top names that everybody recognizes. And then, we have a little fun with the casting contest. I mean, we'll talk about that later today. And
Parker Boats.
We're going to have 3 Parker boats in the water down there, kind of right behind the Tomahawk. And Kevin Kelly will be here with his booth answering questions. And, if you want to buy a boat, I mean, it'd be a good thing to come down and buy one and make us look good having him down here.
Indeed.
And, Rallo's down here doing all kinds of fun stuff with the pick-a-box.
Does that mean Mike Lum will be here?
The famous world-class Mike Lum will be here. And, I mean, let's think about it. This year with, everything going on, he hasn't probably been to as many events as normal.
It's been a strange.
And so, people that normally see him 2 or 3 or 5 times a year, this will be a good chance to come down and see him and hang out. And, Mike's just a great guy to be us with and all that kind of stuff.
Wonderful guy.
Yeah,
and
sure. I don't know if Tim's coming.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he bringing the famous
Wayne is definitely coming from CCA, so Wayne. He'll be in the
Now, are
Rallo
they going to have a
booth.
CCA booth or Rallo booth?
No, he's going to hang out with Mike in the Rallo booth and help him out. And then we have the big Rallo Raffle, which Rick's been working like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
He's been hitting everybody up around town for raffle prizes, and all of our 20 vendors bring a nice raffle prize. Some of the stuff's been rolling in already, and so we're going to have a nice raffle like we always do.
And all the money benefits the Rallo program, which takes kids fishing.
Half the money.
Half the money?
And the other half goes to sponsor the show.
Okay.
So, I don't want to mislead anybody.
Yeah.
But you're sending kids fishing, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So what's in the raffle, Rick?
It's just a really big one this year. And all of our local people all donate to it. Point Loma Seafoods and Pizza Nova and all the local restaurants. And then all the tackle, Everingham Brothers bait certificates. And then we've got some pretty megas this year. We've got a $300 gift certificate to the Royal Polaris. $300 gift certificate to the Shogun, a day-and-a-half trip on the Searcher. All of our long-range boats provide swag, restaurants, food, tackle. It's just Everingham Brothers scoops, just everything that you would want. And I mean, you'll hear the list of vendors that get invited, and Doug's always says there's very few requirements to be a part of Tackle Days. It's you come, you set up a nice booth, and one of the only requirements is that every person has to bring something of theirs to the raffle. And I mean, that includes guys like Costa and CalStar and high end stuff that everybody will be provided to the raffle. It's a really good one.
Wow.
Well, I can tell you, we got in 2 pairs of Costas yesterday, so there's $500 worth of stuff just in one vendor. And I mean, you can imagine all the rod and reel companies and the jig companies, and then guys that aren't participating in the show have been, stepping up. Hey, do you want a raffle prize? And, just really generous. Our industry is so nice to us.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a big day.
It is.
I mean, and especially this year.
Yes.
And what we're dealing with, this is the first major event since Fred Hall Long Beach.
Yeah, we're excited.
Right? Think about that. Being since early March.
Yep, and
That's crazy.
we're lucky that it's outdoors, and we've done some different things this year with putting this placement of the stages. We used to do it on the boats, but the boats aren't going to be here.
Yeah, they're all fishing.
Everybody
right?
will be fishing.
Fishing
exactly.
is as good as it gets
we had
right
to change
now.
our
right?
model a little.
Yeah. How good is this fishing, Doug?
I honestly,
my gosh,
everybody around the landing that you talk to that's been here since the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. And our industry was built on, in part, long-range fishing, and to catch a cow was like the pinnacle of sport fishing for Southern California and Baja. And to be able to go out, 100 miles west and have a legitimate shot at a 1, 2, 300-pounder, we were trying to add up how many 300-pounders have come in over the last month, and I'm pretty darn certain it's over 50.
It's got to be.
And that's just, just talking.
We're talking 300 pounds.
And I'm just talking the
bluefin
San Diego
tuna.
sport fishing fleet. This doesn't have anything to do with the private boaters.
Yeah.
The boats up north. This
Just
is
the San Diego sport fishing fleet.
And I don't know if there's any way to calculate that, but we started saying, okay, these guys came in with 3, they came in with 4, and then they went back out and came in with 3 more, and here's the Outrider, one of the smaller charter boats. I mean, they came in with 3 300s. 4 200s and a 153 for their 8 guys, and then they went out and did it again with the next group.
Wow.
I thought it was so cool. I came into work the other day, and they had just pulled in, and they were pulling fish out of their fish hold, and then on the bow, they had one of those, 42-inch by 90-inch, the single biggest kill bag, and there were 2 big giant tails out of it, and I was talking to the guys, I said the fish were so big that they completely filled the hold, and they're all, hell yeah, we bought that thing. We can keep 2 more cows now.
That's right.
That's 2 more than we could have kept before. And,
Wow.
it's so cool.
Yeah, watching the Shogun come in on Thursday morning with our Let's Talk Hookup trip, Renee really and the gang on there.
There you go again. 3 over 300.
Yeah, and several over 200.
Crazy.
It was just like... it's amazing. And what's cool about it is there's several different... It's not all kite fish.
Right.
There's a lot of that big fish is on jig, right?
Flatfall, sinker rigs,
talked to somebody yesterday that had a 290 something on a flatfall.
Unbelievable.
Because we always say, the big fish eat the kite and the little fish eat the flatfall.
Right.
No, you drop a flatfall, and I mean, it's like multiple hookups at a time on some of these trips. They get into the right bite, and it could be at 5 in the morning, it could be at 9 at night, it could be right in the middle of the sunniest part of the day. It's just random.
It's exciting.
And boats are anchored, boats drifting, and there's a lot of boats out there, but it's not a bad scenario. I mean, everybody's spread out. There's social distancing on the water.
So let's talk about flatfalls for a second. Of course, out of the box, a Shimano Flatball, you want to change those hooks, right?
Yeah, I mean, originally a flatfall was designed as a kind of a rock cod bottom fishing lure, and we discovered that tuna just love them, and so we started out in the beginning carrying those 130s and the 160s and catching the schoolie yellowfin and some of the bluefin when they started filtering in. But as time progressed on, we started catching these 1, 2, and even now 300-pound tuna. And the gear that they come equipped with wasn't quite up to the task. You've got the assist hooks that are attached to those lures with a piece of Spectra, and the big bluefin were actually chafing off the Spectra, and the hooks were just not big enough, and so you'd unbutton a lot of fish. So we've gone to the Mustad J Assist 2. We put 2 of those on the back end, and then to digress a little bit, I think everybody remembers all the crazy rigs with people hanging like 11 hooks off of these things, and we'll put 2, if 1 hook's good, 2 is better, 4 is even better, and then we'll put a stinger hook in the middle, and we've come to the system that J Assist hook 6.0, 2 of those on the rear end of it, and then we put
on the bottom part.
On the bottom. Yep. Because
Okay.
everybody's hanging. Assist hooks were originally designed to be hung from the top ring,
which is the way they come equipped when you buy a flatfall.
Actually, no.
It's the other way.
Yeah.
Okay. I get confused.
The flatfall actually comes with it.
It was
on the bottom.
On the bottom,
but it just wasn't beefy enough.
The old school butterfly.
The old school. That's what I was thinking. The old school butterfly.
Yeah. And then we take a 200-pound test fluorocarbon leader, probably 2 feet long. It's only for chafing. It doesn't have to be invisible like when we're bait fishing. fishing, you use fluorocarbon to
But
be
200 pound
invisible.
test.
But 200 pound, it's very abrasion resistant, and it's heavy.
And how long is that?
We just make it 2 feet. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not going to suck it down any further than a foot, let's say. So, and they come up chafed, but you don't lose many of them at all. But it's
those two assist hooks do the trick when you change
they do.
them.
I mean, a high percentage
What
of
size?
catches, 6.0.
So, now, what size flat fall?
Oh, the flat falls, 250, I would say, is minimum, up to as much as a 350.
350,
So that
okay.
seems to be the range. They had those 500s that
Right.
some of the off brands were making, and they were just too bulky and heavy and wear the angler out, and you didn't need it really. I mean, the 300 or 350, you can drop it down 300 or 400 feet in normally relatively calm conditions and get a bite.
And a lot of the fishing right now is up on the banks.
It is. I mean,
it's in the relative shallows, like where the old saying was always, if your jig stops, it's because you hooked one. Well, right now, you might be on the bottom.
Well, it's crazy.
It's a couple
isn't it?
hundred feet.
Yeah.
When else can you, on the same anchor job, catch a 300-pound bluefin, a 25-pound yellowtail, and a 9-pound red?
Yeah.
I mean,
Right now.
And a 12-pound bluefin. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah.
There are bluefin of every size. I mean,
yes. Every year class.
One of our boats was
Oh, my
talking about
God.
that. At one point, they had 3 fish going. They were 12, 50, and it was like 270.
Oh, my gosh.
Those 3 were all going
Jeez.
at the same time. Like, how is that a thing?
Unbelievable.
It's not a thing,
Yeah.
but it is.
So, okay, back to the flat fall. What color, Doug?
Anything that glows.
Anything that glows.
And I will say that there are 2 other brands that we carry, the Buffalo Jig by Nomad and the SK by Daiwa. Those are highly effective, recommended by the captain's jigs, and same sizes, that 250, 300, 320, 350. And anything that glows, but the main ones, there's a super glow, and you've got your zebra glow, and you've got your chartreuse white, and those are the 3 Shimano colors that get bit. And then there's a red crab glow. I think they call it something else, but it's basically a red and glow alternating stripes. And so all of those work. And then everybody wants to take it to the nth degree, and so there's all these crazy flashlights people are buying.
The UV.
Wait a minute, flashlights?
To get them to glow even brighter.
I
So
got
whoever
you,
has
yeah.
the brightest
Light 'em
glowing
up.
flat call is going to catch the 300-pounder.
Yeah.
If yours doesn't glow that good, you're going to catch a 200-pounder.
Yeah.
Which is, hold it up on the light above the bait tank and you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get back to deals now at Tackle Day, 1 week from the day at Fisherman's Landing.
Any deals on flat falls?
Can you share with us any of the stuff that's going to happen?
Well, that's such a good segue, Rick, because one of the best deals we have that's a blanket deal, basically, I'm going to say 90% of everything in the store is on special. And if you're in our store on Tackle Day and it's not on special, ask nicely, and we'll probably give you a discount on, if you want to buy a 16-ounce torpedo sinker and we don't have it on special, we'll probably make a deal for you. But,
wow, okay.
But all jigs in the shop are buy 2, get 1 free.
All flat
So
falls?
if you're going to buy your flat falls, you're going to get 33% off. So, I mean, this really...
Come on!
Yeah, this is a really good time to stock up on any kind of surface iron, yo-yo iron, flat falls.
Assist hooks.
Hooks are on the same exact discount as lures. Buy 2, get 1 free.
What?
I think the jigs thing is
All hooks?
that's a bigger.
Yes.
The jigs is a bigger deal than most people realize. It's all jigs, no limit, no exception. So, it's everything. That same thing applies to $100 marlin lures, to $60 wahoo trolling lures, to
Cory baits.
to 50-cent MC swim baits. Whatever it is, it's buy 2, get 1 free, no limit, no exception, mix and match, totally allowed. It's just it's all about a deal, not we got this thing for cheap, so we'll try and offer this at a discount. It is across the board. Whatever your favorite surface iron is, if you want to pick out a JRI, a Tatty, and a Salis, that's fine. You're going to get one of them for free.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, and then some of the manufacturers have sweetened the pot even beyond that. So we have some jigs that are buy 1, get 1 free. So if you want to buy a Rapala, buy 1, get 1 free.
Whoa.
If you purchase 6 JRI surface iron, or any irons, surface iron or yo-yo
Any
jigs.
JRI.
The DW1?
Any of them. We got plenty of those too.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
we got
Danny Wade's one of our speakers.
Oh,
so he's going
yes,
to be
of
talking
course.
some DW1 at Tackle
Yeah,
Day.
okay.
But if you buy 6 you're going to get your 3 free ones because you bought 2, got 1 free. So now you're up to 9 lures. Then they're going to throw in a red crab, kind of a custom colored DW1 Danny Wade jig.
Whoa.
So you're getting 10 jigs by buying 6.
Yeah,
Whoa.
buy 6, get 10.
That's pretty cool.
So there's things like that. And then, of course, outside. So inside, we have all of our first run stuff. I mean, I'm going to go down the list in a little while because I don't want to leave anybody out. But I mean, every major manufacturer, all the stuff we carry, all rods, 20% off.
All rods.
All rods.
CalStar.
And I'm going to tell you, it's been really hard to get inventory this year. And we have a pretty darn good inventory. And there's no logical reason that we should be discounting any of this stuff because some of this stuff we ordered as much as a year ago that we've been getting in. Things just trickle in. Like yesterday or day before yesterday, I look on the counter and there's 2 Trinidad 16s.
Yeah.
What the heck? We haven't had Trinidad 16s in like 2 weeks. So.
Wow, but you got them.
But so things just trickle in. And we're going tackle day as usual, and whatever we have in stock is going to be discounted. So all reels are going to be 10% off.
Wow, all reels,
And
even the ones you're not supposed to discount.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny, but I'd say there's a pretty good chance.
Yeah, pretty good shot at it when you say all reels, right?
All.
Yeah.
They always say never say all and never say never. But in this case, it's all.
Y'all.
But then again, like the jigs we were talking about, some of the reels that we have are discounted beyond that.
These are minimum.
I can't tell some of the brands, but there's one brand that makes a bass reel that we have at 25% off plus free Spectra.
Whoa.
We have certain models of a lever drag 2-speed that are 20% off. I mean, usually, you don't make 20% on reels necessarily.
Yeah.
We've got some other ones that are at 15% off.
So all reels, minimum 10 and maybe more.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And a lot of them have come with some added-on swag. Just the one that comes to mind since it came in yesterday is Penn brought in. If you buy a Penn Fathom reel at 10% off, you're going to get free Pro Spec line. Up to
Spectra.
a certain yardage, but basically going to fill your reel with Spectra. You're going to get really nice. I was stoked to see them.
Totally.
The Penn Yeti tumblers.
Wow.
I mean, those things got to be $30 or $40.
Totally, yeah. I mean, they're legit Yeti tumblers with a really cool like laser etched Penn
It's
logo.
like a cool blue color and the Penn logo. And then if you buy an International or a Torque reel, they're throwing in a really nice $109 camo-looking duffel bag that's super cool.
Dry bag, like a dry bag
Yep.
duffel. So which is really nice.
I saw those. Those look nice.
Yeah, when you're going, especially now.
Yeah, you were there when they came in.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays when you're bringing your own bedding a lot on these trips. You bring in your own pillow, bring your own sleeping bag. They're really nice because you can throw all your stuff on there, and then if it gets chucked onto the boat with a wet deck, everything's in a dry bag, so you don't have to worry about your stuff. They're really nice.
Well, we have a lot to talk
Totally.
about today. Fisherman's Landing Tackle Day. We have the man, Doug Kern, here talking fishing here. And if you have a question, you want to join us, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it really is. Today's so much fun, and having the guru of tackle himself, Doug Kern, answering your questions, talking tackle days. It's going to be a great one. 833-288-0973. That's how you reach us here on Let's Talk Hookup. Again, 833-288-0973 if you want to give us a call or shoot us a text. The text has been a very popular and fun option. If you want to shoot us a text, just jump onto the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download. Easiest way to listen to the show. Lots of fun. You can get it for free at the Google Play Store for your Android device. Get it in the App Store for your iPhone. Free download. And as soon as you fire it up, you'll see the tab, text the show, and you can text your questions right through. And for those of us on the phones, man, do we have a great prize for you today. One lucky caller is going to get a $50 gift card to Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop, which will be eligible for Tackle Days. So if you wanted to win your prize and come down to Tackle Days, you'll be stretching that $50 real far with all those deals. So again, a great prize, a lot of fun with Doug in here. If you want to get through, 833-288-0973, and when we come back, we're going to be taking your phone calls. Lots of great info coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's sport fishing voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and radio network.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels with the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities. Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest. For over 5 decades, Lee Palm Sport Fishing has set the standard in long-range fishing that they pioneered long ago. The Red Rooster 3 sets a new standard of excellence. The Red Rooster 3 is one of the most modern, quiet, and fastest long-range vessels in the fleet. They have handpicked the finest crew to make your trip a memorable one. The Red Rooster 3 offers trips from 3 to 18 days and runs year-round to the best fishing spots on the planet. Ride the Red Rooster 3 once and you'll be back again. Call the Red Rooster 3 at 619-224-3857 or see them on the web at redrooster3.com.
The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern. Our hardworking crew will make sure your fishing experience is one to remember. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. Fisherman's Landing is a full-service operation offering great half-day trips on the Dolphin and full-day open party trips on the spacious and comfortable Liberty. Since we introduced the full-day trips at Fisherman's Landing, the 85-foot Liberty has become a favorite among full-day operations with bunks for your comfort, huge bait capacity, and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Plus, Liberty has a big modern galley and 2 interior heads with showers. All our open party trips from half-day, full, or 1 to 3 day trips can easily be booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
2 years ago, Gamakatsu set out to develop a hook light enough for live bait to swim naturally, yet strong enough to handle your next trophy bluefin. The answer? The Gamakatsu Nautilus Heavy Duty. Most captains agree the Gamakatsu Nautilus hook is best for tuna. And now with the introduction of the Nautilus HD, no matter how big the tuna, Gamakatsu has a hook to handle it. The new Nautilus HD is now available with solid ring or standard hook. Get it now at select tackle shops and start getting bit.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. We're having a great time here talking tackle day with Doug Kern. Again, if you want to get through, it's 833-288-0973.
Hey, heard something interesting for you fly fishermen out there from Michael Schweip from the Southwest Council of Fly Fishers International. Past President Bill O'Kelly passed away in August, and they're conducting a sale on his fly fishing rods and reel. Bill was a connoisseur of good equipment, and most has hardly been used, and it's going on eBay starting this Sunday and continuing until it's gone. It's also, he has a 1,200 book collection and many first editions and all that stuff. So to participate in this eBay auction for Bill's stuff there, all this fly fishing gear, just starting at Sunday at 4 p.m. It's under pound SWCFFF, which is the Southwest Council Federation of Fly Fishing. And the complete list of books is available on the download from their website, which is SWCFFF, world's worst website, by the way. And we've told them that many times, so it's not an insult. But anyway, and all the proceeds go to his widow and his 2 college-age kids. So
that's
real
awesome.
nice deal there.
That's
so
great.
Get on eBay. You want some phenomenal deals on some great fly fishing gear. There you go.
That's awesome.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into the phones, Rick.
You got
They're
it,
packed
man.
up.
Well, I know everybody's excited to talk to Doug. Why don't we start it off with our good buddy Don, who's calling us from Woodland Hills this morning. Good morning, Don. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Halloween, and thanks for a great spooktacular show today.
Good morning. Way to start the calls off. I like it.
Hey, guys. question for you, Doug, on rods. You know, you hear about glass rods, you hear about composite rods, and I was wondering if you could just talk a little bit about what the difference is and why you would choose one over the other.
Well, early on, you know, let's just, not way back in the Calcutta days, but you know, when fiberglass rods were first made, that was a great material to get the type of actions that we wanted. Super strong, you know, it was hard to break a fiberglass rod. And then they started coming out with all these materials in the bass fishing market for like boron and graphite, and it took a little while to get perfected. I remember all these companies coming out with graphite rods and kind of composite rods, and they every one of them would break. But probably the first really good West Coast rod that was a true graphite composite was CalStar. They made the Graphiter. The Graphiter is 70% graphite and 30% fiberglass, and both materials run all the way from butt to tip. A lot of the composite rods will have most of the graphite in the butt to give you the lifting power, but the fiberglass in the tip for, you know, the resiliency and maybe a little less brittle. And then now most companies in saltwater fishing have adopted that type of formula as a, you know, the mainstay. The other rod that CalStar makes, that you know, I'm using CalStar because they're a pretty well-known brand, and then we can relate that to all these other brands. But they also make their GG series, which is 30% graphite and 70% glass. So fiberglass is a little cheaper, so you can make a more economical, high-quality saltwater rod. But the benefits of having some graphite in there is that the rod is lighter weight, a little thinner diameter. It recoils more quickly. So when, you know, if you're short pumping a fish, when you lift up and then you drop the rod tip down, or, you know, there's a tail beat from the fish, or for whatever reason the tip relaxes, it recoils much more quickly to keep the pressure on the fish, where a fiberglass rod might recoil more slowly, and, you know, you don't quite get the line as quickly as you might with some graphite in there. There are some, you know, a little bit, you know, maybe advantages, like if we ever got the anchovy fishing back and you went with an 8-foot rod, the lightweight, slower action, the lighter action, slower action of a fiberglass rod, you might be able to throw an anchovy a little further, where, again, the graphite recoils quickly, and sometimes you'll flick a bait off if you're not careful. Same with casting a mackerel to marlin. A lot of the marlin guys prefer the fiberglass because it loads up and then it throws at the correct speed to get distance but not flick the bait off. So that's a general overview, and I could go on for 20 more minutes, but that's the gist of it.
Hey, very good. Don, thanks a lot for the call this morning. Appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
All right. Great to hear from you, for sure. Now, here's an interesting one from our good buddy Jeff from One Cool Tuna. This is on our text. You can text through via our Let's Talk Hookup app. Of course, if you don't have an app, you got to download the app. It's free. You can listen anywhere you want on the Let's Talk Hookup app, and that's the only way you can text us.
I listened to Art Taylor on the way down to the radio station today, so
Yay.
I love the app.
Yeah, the app is awesome. You listen to recordings and stuff like that. I was last week in Florida. I was listening to Rick and Corey and the gang on Let's Talk Hookup. It was a great job on the show. Thanks for coming, by the way.
Had fun.
Appreciate that. But this is from One Cool Tuna, and he said, please remind Doug about the gold OCT jig for first place in the casting contest.
Yeah, so
what's that all about?
Go ahead.
So the casting contest is a blast, and I think we like it more for the smack talk, like in the line that it creates, than anything else. So we do. It's presented by Shimano. It's the Shimano casting contest, and we have a bunch of the same outfits. They're Tranx 500s on Shimano Terramar jig rods, and we have a casting contest, and it's run by the San Diego Anglers. They provide the team that put it together, and we have. It's very official. We have an official at the casting line, and we have a flagger that kind of runs down the lane at which we cast, and everything is measured with a laser, rangefinder. It's a really fun casting contest. And Jeff from OCT provides a trophy, and it's a gold OCT 10 that's got laser etched, the winner on it. Yeah, so first place of the trophy. He also has a Perpetual Trophy that is basically basically this really cool, like plaque of a jig, and then on it hang these little golden surface irons, like picture a keychain, but a lot cooler. These little mini surface irons, and it's the caster's name and the distance that he won each year with.
And it's a perpetual trophy.
Yeah. So
where does that trophy live?
It bounces. It will be here.
Okay.
It goes with Jeff, but it's a really cool. That's the main trophy, and then the first place in second and third aren't too shabby either. It's totally free to be a part of the casting contest, and first place wins a $500 Shimano reel.
Wow.
Second place, a rod.
Shimano Tranx 500.
Or similar.
Or similar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, that's the reel that always goes. But
Okay.
if you want something else at the same price, that's fine too.
Okay.
And the thing that we like about it is totally free to cast. No issue. But you get 3 casts. Your first one is a practice. It doesn't count regardless of how good it is. We do that for 2 reasons. It allows somebody to warm up to the gear. It also gets the flaggers kind of in the general zone of where a guy's distance is, so we can be very accurate measuring the cast. The next 2 casts are marked for your winner, and then the best cast becomes your mark. But if you could do better, like, man, there's no way I'm going to let Doug beat me. I guarantee you I can get him, and he got me a cast before. For $10 as a donation to Friends of Rallo, you can get back into line and give it another shot.
And along those lines, we have modified that a little bit. You can do that only 2 times. Because we want to give everybody a chance to do the casting contest, and you have to go to the back of the line, so that you can't take 20 casts in a row and get totally mega dialed. It's got to be fair for everybody.
Right.
So
that sounds good.
But it's going
to be a lot of fun.
That's fun.
And we added this year a ladies and a juniors category.
Nice.
So each of those are going to win a rod, and
wow.
I believe we stipulated a junior will be 14 and under.
14 and under, okay.
And a junior or a lady can win the grand prize as well, but they each have their separate category. So technically, if a kid or a lady casts the furthest,
sure,
they're going to have $500 reel and a rod and just be the coolest kid on the block.
What's the longest cast from last year?
I think we've hit 92 yards.
I think is the
92 yards?
Yeah.
That's a bomber.
Holy mackerel.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big cast.
Most of the casts are between 40 and 60 yards.
Yep.
People don't realize a 70-yard cast, that is
It's a long cast.
Yellowtail
92 yards.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's now you're using the Tranx 500 and a Shimano Terramar.
Yeah,
rod.
9-foot Terramar.
Right.
You can't bring your own stuff.
Nope. And I will tell you, a 10-foot rod will cast further, but
Yeah.
just for the ease, because some people are uncomfortable with a 10-foot rod.
Yeah.
We went with the 9-foot rod, and I'm sure that we would have had a 100-yard cast had we been able to use a 10-foot rod, but some people are just intimidated by that, which they really shouldn't be. It's less effort to cast a 10-foot rod than a 9-foot rod.
Yeah.
But we're just going with, making it comfortable for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, real quick one before we get to the cast, man. Will Fisherman's Landing Tackle offer any online deals during Tackle Day, or is it in-store only? And that's from James in Oceanside.
Yep, it's the outside parking lot portion, and the store will be open. You have to be there in person.
No online deal.
And so, unfortunately, we're not doing anything online.
Okay.
Our hours. We'll go through all that. We're going to talk to Castman, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the things too. Like you said, we set it up with our reps. It's a 1 day in person sale.
This is a special deal.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, with that said, it is time to find out what's going on the water. It's time for the Catch Report with the Castman, sponsored by the Fish Pros of Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. Not only do they offer the best processing for your fish when your trip returns to the San Diego landings, as well as your private boat catch, with Fish Pros the Market, you can also purchase fresh fish. You can get smoked and jerkied fish. They have spices, rubs, smoked cheese, their famous tuna burger, and that amazing poke kit. It's all available at their convenient Liberty Station location, or order online at fishermansprocessing.com.
And I got to tell you, I picked up Ron Lane shared some of his Shogun
nice
spoils. The bluefin came out so beautiful, and the yellowtail that he caught down there on the ridge, unbelievable.
It's so good.
Yeah,
and
I'm having poke for lunch.
And I got to say too, again, speaking of tackle days, Sean Sebring will also be one of our seminar instructors, and and he's doing a really cool. And so Sean is basically going to give a full lowdown on you taking your yellowfin tuna, whether it be caught on a sport boat or your private boat, like the care of the fish, and then how to treat it at home to produce the same quality of smoked fish that they do at Fisherman's Processing, which is kind of known as that's the best smoked fish in town. And they're going to go over, like if you've got a Traeger or a smoker at home, he's going to teach you the entire process, care for, brining, smoking, the whole nine. It's a really cool seminar. He did it last year, and it was like the one that we got like the most great feedback from.
Wow.
So Sean's doing it again this year.
That's going to be cool. Well, hey, good morning, Cass man.
Hey, buenos dias.
What do you say, Cass?
What's happening down in the Baja, buddy?
Hey, man, this past week, anytime those Santa Anas blow here, when they start here, a day later, they start up down there. So anywhere in that Sea of Cortez, all the way from San Felipe, all the way to Cabo San Lucas, expect to have those winds blowing. And usually they start picking up, about 11 o'clock. And then, then they'll blow, for the rest of the day. So when you're fishing down there, you kind of have to play the wind. So you got to get out early, get up to the banks, especially around San Jose del Cabo there. And then you can fish till about 11. Then you got to move around to the protected area, come in towards San Jose del Cabo, and then all the way from San Jose del Cabo all the way down to Cabo San Lucas. You're in that protected area, so they fish the rest of your day like that. But it's like I said, it's the start of the windy season there. The north winds are starting to blow, and so the good key is when the Santa Anas are blowing, it's going to blow down there. But otherwise, fishing, got a good report from La Paz. Lots of Dorado for this part of the season. Normally it's an earlier on the Dorado, but they've been getting some nice fish. Most of them 5 to 15 pounds, but they're getting an occasional 20, 25 pounder. And also there's been some wahoo out to Roca Montaña. Not a lot, but guys that are trolling the right type of lures, those dark rapalas or nomads, are picking up 1 or 2 a day there. So there's some good fishing there. As far as water temperatures goes, it's consistently staying about 85 right now. So it's good water, clear water. And boats at San Jose del Cabo, like I say, when they get up into those banks, get up there early. They have been getting wahoo, pretty good numbers on occasion. And then, of course, there's yellowfin tuna up in the banks there, too. And some nice fish being caught there, up to 80, 90 pounds, mostly on either the dead sardinas or the cut squid. And they've been doing some pretty good stuff off the bottom there for red snapper and cabrilla. So, it's, like I said, it's some good fishery going down there. And you got to play the wind. So just remember, when you get down there, you got to get out early, come back, and then fish the fishable areas. But overall, gosh, the people are traveling now. They're coming out of the house and making reservations. I guess they finally have had enough. As long as you take the same precautions you do here, wear your mask, get your hand sanitizers. I just got back from New Orleans, flew over there on Southwest from L.A. to New Orleans to fish the redfish there in Venice, and they didn't have the middle seat open, so you had a window and aisle. And like I said, just the protocols: mask, have your hand sanitizer, and just be careful. And we've had clients come and go, and they say even in the hotels down there in Cabo San Lucas, they're really being cautious and following all the protocols down there.
I think Mexico's more careful than we are here in the U.S., frankly.
Well, yeah, I think as a general bunch, because I know they depend on that tourism so much down there, and so they want people to come. And want the word to get out. So don't be afraid to travel. And
I did the same. I did the same, Cass, man. I flew to Key West on Delta out of San Diego, and no middle seats. And it's almost a pleasure to fly these days, to be honest with you, because airports are not crowded, the planes aren't crowded. They're really careful about that. So call Cass Tours and get traveling is the message, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, Pete, I sent you that picture of that 45-inch redfish I caught there in Venice. First day, first fish.
Nice.
That's my biggest ever. But you talk about planning the trip right around the hurricane. We got out Sunday and the hurricane hit on, I think it was Wednesday. So
nice. Yeah, we had the same issues down in the Keys. Buddy. So yeah, our timing wasn't the best. Well, hey, if somebody wants to fish with Cass, how do we do that?
800-593-6510 or on the web, www.casttours.com, and I'll talk to you boys next Saturday. Take care, guys.
Right on, Castman. Appreciate that very much. When we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming away, including a big block of your phone calls. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and radio network.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now with stores throughout Southern, Central, and Northern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
Hey, it's time to talk about great gear from Shimano, and I got to tell you, Tackle Day is your day to buy those Shimano reels, Power Pro line. Speedmaster, what a great reel! And wait a minute, Doug, is that actually going to be on sale?
They are, and we've got. I don't know how this is possible, but we have good supply of Speedmaster. We've got a good supply of Talica.
Good supply of Talica?
Yes. And as many as we've sold this year, we've somehow kept ahead of that curve. And so I know they've been out of stock around Southern California, but
you do such a great job with inventory, and Shimano has the product that people want is the bottom line,
yes,
right?
And then we're going to be filling those with Power Pro line. So, it really is the perfect time. And when else at a tackle day could you buy a Shimano product and then go fish it the next week and catch a 200-pound tuna?
Yeah,
for real.
This is like the first time that's going to happen. So, Power Pro's going to be on special. All Shimano. We've got crazy things going on.
And the Shimano reps will be there.
They will be in their booth, Shimano and Power Pro, out in the parking lot there. So if you have questions for them and all their great products, the buy two get one free on the flat falls and every other Shimano jig for that matter. I mean, we've got stick baits and jerk baits.
All the cool snipers. Oh my gosh! So check it out at Tackle Day. The Shimano deals and the Shimano people will be there.
Get ready for the largest outdoor sale in our history. Saturday, November 7th, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Hi, this is Doug Kern, and we are pulling out all the stops on this one with discounts from 20 to 60% on hundreds of items. Just listen to this list of vendors: Accurate, Aftco, CalStar, Costa, Daiwa, Fishworks, Gamakatsu, Mustad, MC Swimbaits, Okuma, Olakai, Owner, P-Line, Phoenix, Power Pro, Salty Crew, Seagar, Seeker, United Composites, Shimano, and West Coast Marine. That's right, over 20 manufacturers' reps, plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, and most of all, incredible deals on tackle. Closeouts we've never offered before at Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Backed by popular demand, the Shimano Tranks Casting Contest. Show your surface iron casting skills. The winner gets a Tranks 500 worth $500. It's our biggest sale of the year, with hundreds of items discounted up to 60%. Plus, plenty of manufacturers' incentives to spice up the pot. We'll have a huge raffle and lots of fun for everyone, so don't miss it. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Unbelievable pricing on tackle, clothing, and accessories. Saturday, November 7th. Check saltwatertackle.com.
It's time to get excited about fishing, and Point Loma Sport Fishing has everything you'll need. They offer half-day and three-quarter-day trips daily, perfect for families and the novice or seasoned fishermen. Point Loma Sport Fishing also offers overnight to multi-day trips, targeting the best of seasonal catches. Visit their website at pointlomasportfishing.com, where you can purchase tickets online and get more information on the trips available, or call 619-223-1627.
It's another innovation from Seagar, the proven leader in saltwater leader material. Introducing new Gold Label Leader. It's Seagar's thinnest leader material yet, 18% thinner and 17% stronger than any other Seagar leader. That means it's even less visible underwater and creates more natural presentations for better catch rates in clear water and on leader-shy fish. New Gold Label is made with exclusive Seagar fluorocarbon resins in a double structure process, which provides exceptional knot and tensile strength. Yet it's soft and cinches easily for fail-safe knots. Get Seagar Gold Label at your favorite tackle dealer or learn more at seagar.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time this morning. If you want to join into the fun, 833-288-0973.
Let's go ahead and jump in the phones, Rick.
You got it, man. Well, they're packed up to talk to Doug. Why don't we talk to Scott? He's calling us from El Segundo this morning. What's up, Scott? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
So I was lucky enough to get on the 6-day Let's Talk Hookup trip on the Shogun.
Nice.
And it turned out to be truly a trip of a lifetime. I was looking forward to fishing with Ricky. I wanted to cast some surface iron with him, but clearly he can't ride a horse. So luckily enough, Ron Lane was the charter master, and what a great guy and great fisherman. And he kind of led the charge for all of us. He was hooking fish right and left.
How cool.
And I really, one of the big reason I wanted to call was to give a shout out to the guys on the Shogun. I got to say from Jen in the office to Captain Renee and the crew and the cooking and everything. It was just an amazing trip. And I want to kind of, I got the fish of a lifetime, and I really, I owe it to Renee for shouting out numbers of depths and such, and the whole crew, Bobby, Kazi, Connor, and Dave, deckhands. Dave was on my hip from the moment I hooked this fish of a lifetime. I was dropping the flatball. I was listening to Renee shout out the numbers, and Dave stuck to me. And I got to say, his knot tying skills are the reason that I got this fish. The night before, I had some chafe on my line, and Dave, we cut a section of a line out at about 300 feet, and Dave tied a back-to-back uni on my 100-pound. And anyway, that comes to play later because when I hooked this fish, that knot was outside of my reel, and it held. So I managed to get this.
How big was that fish? How big was that fish, Scott?
It gilled and gutted. It was 306.
Oh man! And that was the jackpot fish for the trip, right?
That was the jackpot fish. And
you caught it on flatball. What kind of rig?
It was a Nomad 320 red and glow that I got to say was rigged by Sam at Island Tackle up in L.A. They're my gurus up here, where Ricky is my guru down there at the docks. But they did a great rigging job, and I've kind of followed your guys' guidance. It was on a Talica 20 with 100-pound on it, and on a CalStar 775H. A big thank you to Rick, because I called him the day before the trip, and I said, I don't know if I have big enough gear. And Rick told me straight up, he said, a Talica 20 will get the job done. And then he said, generally flatball fishing, you got a good shot at a cow, and that reel can handle a cow. Well, I got a super cow, fish of a lifetime, and I have to say, when they opened the gate to bring that fish in, I never thought, I've never thought I would be doing like a 16-day or anything like that to have that done. But when they opened that gate, and I just couldn't believe that they were opening a gate for a fish that I caught. And
so awesome.
I got to say, the guys,
I remember
the guys on the Shogun did just such a spectacular job. And thanks to them, and thanks to you guys.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning, Scott. We sure appreciate that very
awesome.
much.
What a fish.
John Pandelis many years ago told me about gatefish when I was on the Royal Polaris. So I totally understand where Scott's coming from.
There's nothing like
There's
it, man.
nothing like a gatefish, right?
Or just
that's a fish big enough where they have to take the gate out to get it on board.
Yeah, so you don't have to go the extra 3 feet to get up and over the rail.
Exactly.
Anytime that and anytime when when they're getting ready to gaff a fish, there's always a guy standing next to you, and then when your fish is getting close and there's two gaffs, one on each side of you, it's the real deal. And and when it's a fish like Scott's talking about, when there's two guys on each side of you, and when you're the one engaged in battle and there's four gaffs standing by, like it's it's a very real one.
Scott was pumped up.
That was so cool.
Yeah, and then congratulations, Scott. That was like he says, fish of a lifetime. So 306 gilled and gutted is a 350 pounder.
So yeah, you add 12 to 13%. I've watched probably a dozen of them weighed on our dock over the last month, where they kept the guts in a bag. And so a 300 pounder, then you put the guts on there, it'll add 39 pounds.
Yeah. So that's a 350.
So it's right there, for sure a 345.
Holy mackerel. On a flat fall on a Talica 20.
Yep. Honestly,
how about that, huh?
Yeah.
We kind of thought it was a little bit. We kind of thought it was a little bit less than that. Like, we didn't think that the guts weighed that much. It was always thought that maybe 10%. It is more than that. I mean, time after time, exactly as Doug said, fish hanging on the scale that weighs whatever, and there was several of them. They kept the gut sacks in a trash bag per the fish, and those gut bags weighed 40 pounds.
I watched 12 of them, and then I talked to Sean at Fish Pros, and I talked to Drew over there at 5 Star. Sean gave me 12%, and Drew gave me 13%.
Okay.
And so if you take 300 times 13, that's 39 pounds.
Yeah.
And I watched it 40 pounds on these 300 pounders
over and over.
So it's pretty. I mean, if it's not weighed on the scale, we don't ever count it. I don't. But it's pretty darn accurate. If you have a 300 and you didn't have, and if it was gilled and gutted, it's
then
over 330.
Then there's another factor when it's in the RSW, it loses a little weight in there too. So the blood and stuff like that.
But none of these tuna on long range or anything have ever been weighed instantly the second they came out of the water. Really,
it's a big one.
But you can, you have to account for that because you can't not gill and gut it.
Yep.
And you legitimately can add 12%, 13% to get a good, pretty darn accurate guess.
Yeah, that's cool. Very good. Well, congratulations, Scott.
Yeah,
Fish
that was
of a
awesome,
lifetime,
Scott.
and thanks for relating that story too. We sure appreciate that. Doug, you have some deals to go over. Oh, by the way, real quick, one more thing before he goes to the deals is the rod he was talking about, the CalStar. Mm-hmm. Okay, tell us is that the flat fall rod?
What Scott was fishing was a 775 extra heavy. It is a fantastic rod.
Is that
for
a rail rod?
Pound. It is. Yeah, it's part of the rail rod series from CalStar. That's a 7.5 foot rod. I love it. I got nothing but good things about it.
Is that going to be on sale?
I'm a 7 foot rod guy. Of course.
Okay.
Everything.
It's okay.
Every single.
Remember that word?
CalStar.
All rods.
And again, Doug already mentioned it. Like that rod is just not easy to get, and we could sell it every day. We do sell it every day at full price. There's no reason to do it at 20% off. But Tackle Day is a really big deal for us, and it's a big deal for our customers, and we're stoked to get to.
And you have them,
in stock right now.
Wow! And John and the gang from CalStar will be there.
I don't know if John will. But they definitely will have one or two representatives down there, like they always do.
Yeah.
Same spot they've been for the last 17 years.
Okay.
First spot on the left when you pull it and come into the lot. And I was going to throw out there on his rod. We sell probably more 7 foot than we do 7.5 foot.
Okay.
And I know that we have.
But Scott's a big guy, so he could take a 7.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he could take a 7.5 foot.
But don't feel like that's the only rod. There are multiple rods that will do that job. And the heavy, the extra heavy, 7 foot, 7.5 foot. We've got pretty darn good stock on rail rods right now. And believe me, they're getting a workout.
I'm the same way. Like I like the 7 more than I like the 7.5. Like my personal rod is a 770 XH as opposed to his 775.
All right, now deals, Doug.
Well, so the way that Tackle Day is laid out is we have our first run stuff inside, and we mentioned some of those deals: 10% off reels, 20% off rods, hooks and jigs, buy 2 get 1 free across the board. But where you kind of find the little closeout-y things is out in our booth, out in the parking lot. And we have, for instance, like 500 AFTCO fishing shirts, T-shirts, and kids shirts. They're $9.95. So those are normally $25, but as they get closeouts, we try to snatch them up over the course of the year. And so we've got a bunch of those. We're doing kind of a cool one. There's been some popper fishing this year, although it's not right now the deal. But we said, let's just pick what's the hottest popper you can buy. Well, it's a Halco Haymaker 190. we're doing that. Buy one, get one free.
Whoa.
So if you want to kind of get your popper box back in order after, mangling a couple of them or losing some jigs that way, we have the Iser promo spools that we have every year at the Fred Hall Show, Tackle Day, Day at the Docks. They're the Iser first string, clear or blue. We sell them for $8.95, which is a good deal. And then you get buy one, get one free.
Oh, yeah. Wow, these are 1 pound spools?
No, they're like that they call them promo spools. So they're various yardages from probably, I'm going to say,
depends on the size.
300 to 600 yards of line, something like that.
Okay.
Goes anywhere from like 4 pound test up to 30.
Okay.
We also have Suffix line that we sell in the store all year long, $52.95. We're doing that for $25.
Whoa.
So that's like 55% off or whatever. One of the coolest things, it's been
the coolest things? There's lots of cool things.
Well, we're kind of, I'd say, known for our rod building components and finding good deals on blanks and different things like that. And it's been a mega challenge, but we have 224 blanks that are West Coast actions. I would go out tomorrow and catch, a 50-pound tuna on one, a yellowtail, whatever. And they're normally like that $69, $79 range. We've got those for $19.95.
Holy mackerel.
So I know guys are going to come in and buy, 3 or 5 at a time.
Yeah, at least, some phenomenal, and we'll continue with the phenomenal deals because, you've got a big list.
Oh, no
there.
doubt. Yeah, lots more when we return. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app and radio network.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limits, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute, Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen, for fishermen in Mission Bay.
22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro is home to LA's finest open party fleet, including overnights on the Freedom, Catalina Freelance on the Pursuit, half-day trips on the Monte Carlo, and 3/4-day trips on the Native Sun. Plus, you can charter the Ultra, Spectra, and Trueline. There is always plenty of free parking and a fully stocked tackle store. Take advantage of the Wednesday specials on the Pursuit and Monte Carlo, and kids fish free with a paid adult on the afternoon half-day. 22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro. Call 310-832-8304 or book online at 22ndstreet.com.
If you're into saltwater fishing, listen to this. Saturday, November 7th, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Hi, this is Doug Kern. We are pulling out all the stops on this one with discounts from 20 to 60% off on hundreds of items. Over 20 manufacturers reps like Shimano and Power Pro. Plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, a giant raffle, and most of all, incredible deals on tackle. Check out all the Shimano and Power Pro product we have and talk to the Shimano and Power Pro guys about the best Shimano rod and reel for your trip. Backed by popular demand, the Shimano Tranks Casting Contest. Cast a Shimano Tranks 500 and the Terramar 90H rod and show your surface iron casting skills. The winner gets a Tranks 500 worth $500. It's our biggest sale of the year with hundreds of items discounted up to 60%. Plus, plenty of manufacturers' incentives from Shimano and Power Pro to spice up the pot. There will also be a huge raffle and lots of fun for everyone. So don't miss it. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Unbelievable pricing on tackle, clothing, and accessories. Saturday, November 7th. Check saltwatertackle.com.
Shimano has done it again. An amazing lever drag 2-speed reel at an affordable price. It's Speedmaster 2, the extremely durable, high-performance Speedmaster 2 with high maximum drag power and a smooth, ultra-wide range of drag adjustability is an absolute fish-fighting machine. Its rigid hogany body prevents misalignment of moving parts under the heaviest loads. Plus, a spare drag cam is included for optimal use with monofilament lines. The Speedmaster is now available in 4 models, 12, 16, 20, and 25. This is the perfect reel for the angler looking for a powerful, lightweight, smooth casting reel for tuna or other powerful saltwater game fish at more affordable price. Nothing in its class can match the Shimano Speedmaster 2, built to provide high-end performance and durability in a compact, lightweight frame. Get the Shimano Speedmaster 2 lever drag reel at your local Shimano dealer. Check Shimano.com for all the details.
Sport fishing, not just for dad anymore. At Dana Wharf Sport Fishing, kids fish free every Sunday. Free half-day fishing trip and clinic free for kids 12 and under every Sunday at Dana Wharf. Join the Dana Wharf Kids Club and get over $100 of really cool stuff like 2 free fishing trips, a free whale watch trip, and more. Dana Wharf, everyone's favorite since 1971. Click DanaWharf.com or visit them in the Dana Point Harbor, the bass capital of the West, and only minutes from the 5 freeway in Orange County. DanaWharf.com, where kids fish free.
Your San Diego County Ford dealer knows that vehicles are not one size fits all, and they have a variety to choose from to suit your individual wants and needs. Looking for a truck to handle both work and play? The legendary F-150 has you covered with its military-grade aluminum alloy body and high-strength steel frame and smart technology, like the available Pro Trailer Backup Assist to help you back up your boat with the turn of a dial. Or do you need a vehicle that's ready for your next adventure? The Ford Ranger is standing by. So grab your gear and let's go. This adventure-ready truck has an available terrain management system that has 4 selectable drive modes depending on what terrain you're on for optimum performance. Is an SUV more your speed? No problem. Your San Diego County Ford dealers have those too. The 2020 Ford Explorer has been completely redesigned inside and out and has available 3rd-row power-fold seats to easily accommodate more passengers or cargo, and available twin-panel moonroof to let the outdoors in. Visit BuyFordNow.com to learn more, or visit your nearest San Diego County Ford dealer today. They'll be glad to hook you up.